This is the best cucumber salad I make, and there's no vinegar and no mayo in it. I have a secret that I'm going to share with you today. This is summer, it's cookout season, and a lot of us make cucumber salads. I have a traditional cucumber salad that I've done several times with red wine and vinegar. Sometimes I add a little bit of sour cream, and it's awesome. But the secret that I'm sharing with you today comes from halfway around the world, and it's going to create a salad that isn't using oil, vinegar, or mayonnaise, and tastes really special. Today we're going to use a Japanese fruit, umeboshi, which is a Japanese pickled plum. They call them plums. The fruit is really closer to an apricot. And they are pickled, sweet and sour, and you can buy them in varying degrees of sourness. The ones that I have here today are from Ume Reserve. They have many different flavors of umeboshi. Umeboshi are very typically used in making rice balls and bento boxes in Japan, but we here in the US can use them in anything we need a little sweet and sour push to. They come with a pit in the middle, so like most stone fruit, you need to take the pit out. I'm going to show you how I do that here. Roll it in plastic wrap, and where the stem was, you can actually push the stone out. So there's the stone, don't need that anymore. Now, you can chop this up, mince it, and mix it in with rice. You could throw it in with braised beef instead of vinegar. Basically, anything that you would add a little bit of vinegar to for a little oomph, you can use the umeboshi. But today, we are going to use it in cucumber salad. Now, cucumber salad is a traditional Japanese way of using these, but I'm going to do it with a little twist, my own twist. If you're going to use this, you need to mash it up into a paste. But Ume Reserve also sells it already in a paste. You can look here. This is their delicate salt variety. You can see on there that they have a rating from 1 to 5. So in terms of sour, this is a 2. In terms of salt, it's a 3. And in terms of sweet, it's also a 3. So I'm not going to add anything salty to this because it is already fairly salty. So what I am going to do, and I am going to do this first before I cut the cucumbers, is I am going to make my dressing. And what I'm doing here is I'm taking 2 tablespoons of paste. Now, if I had made my own paste, it would probably be 3 or 4 plums. So I'm putting the paste in here, and then I am going to add a little bit of sesame oil for flavor. What we have here is we have 2 tablespoons of umeboshi paste, and we are going to add 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. Next is my secret ingredient. It is very common to mix ginger with umeboshi, but this crystallized ginger, which is almost like a candy. I had it, the first time I had this was in college. My friend Leslie was in the hotel school at Cornell, and they would always come home with awesome things. And one night she came over and made a parfait with whipped cream, bananas, and crystallized ginger. I'd never had it before then, but it is really good. You can buy it in the baking section of most supermarkets. You can buy it pre-minced. I know that Penzies has a jar you can buy online, and although it's good, I prefer to mince my own. And Leslie, if you're watching, I hope you don't mind that I blew your cover about introducing me to crystallized ginger. So what I want here is I want 2 tablespoons of crystallized ginger. It tends to soften a bit in the dressing, but you still don't want it too big. And then I'm going to mix it up. I'm not going to taste it yet because the ginger needs to soak in for a little bit. So then I'm going to do the cucumbers. Now, I flashed this on the screen. The regular, typical US slicing cucumbers, you don't want to use those because they have tons of seeds. So you can use the long, skinny English ones, or I find these little pickling cucumbers work really well. As you can see in the middle, it's mostly meat, not seeds. And then I'm not going to cut them round. I want them in little bites. So I slice them at an angle. When it gets to be too long, I switch it and I do the other angle. So this is going to give a very attractive presentation, and they'll be easy to eat in one bite. Okay, I finished my first cucumber, and I am going to toss it in the bowl with the umeboshi and sesame oil and ginger. Stir it up. I'm going to do the next half of the next cucumber. The thinner you can make these pieces, the better. If you have a mandolin, that's fine, but it won't do the alternating sizes. So it depends on what you want them to look like. What I'm showing you here now is for about 1 cup of cucumbers. You'll know you have enough when everything's coated without a lot of extra dressing. So again, we cut it in half and then slice them at an angle. The slicing at an angle has nothing to do with how they taste. I just think you get a prettier presentation when you plate it. Now the other thing here is that when making cucumber salad, either Japanese or any other kind, it is common to treat them the same way you do zucchini and eggplant, to salt them and let the water come out and let them dry. I am not doing that, because the umeboshi paste is already fairly salty. If it wasn't, then I might add some soy sauce to make it salty, but I am not going to add any additional salt by salting the pieces. The other thing is, if you'd notice, this paste is fairly thick, so if any water comes out of the cucumbers, it will be absorbed by the dressing, and it's not going to be an issue. So we have here, I have used 2.5 baby cucumbers, and as you can see, it's not cut, so I'm going to use 1 more. The cucumbers in here, which pick up the flavors nicely, we have the fermented umeboshi, which is another very dominant flavor, and we have the crystallized ginger, all in the salad. So I am going to take out a piece and see if everything tastes the way I want it to taste, because ingredients can vary sometimes. So 1 piece of cucumber, looks perfect. Okay, we've made this now. We can eat it. But one of the really nice things about Japanese cooking is the presentation. So what I have here is a white bowl, and that'll show off the colors of what I'm doing. And then I have some shishu leaves here, which are a Japanese leaf that my local farm stand here in Massachusetts started growing this year. Some manufacturers, and I believe that Ume Reserve actually has one, use the shishu leaves in the fermenting process to color the umeboshi. So these right now are about the normal color, but if you use the purple leaves, it dyes them. So I think this is not only a traditional background, but it's going to be a really beautiful background for the salad. I picked these quickly at the farm. I didn't spend a lot of time looking for ones that all had leaves the same size. These are definitely edible. It is really important that everything you put in a salad be edible. This one's pretty, and so is this one. So there we go. We have the bowl prepped with the shiso leaves, and then we are going to put in the salad. This is a really great warm weather summer salad, and although it's not traditional, you could certainly put some cold chicken in here as well. That would be beautiful. Now, I'm going to add a couple more things to the top to make this attractive. I am going to take 1 more piece of crystallized ginger and chop it up, because I think some not soft ginger would be a beautiful decoration for this. I am going to add some sesame seeds. These are not toasted sesame seeds because I don't want to go overwhelmed with the taste. I'm just using these as a garnish. And then, because most of my cooking is Italian, this is a sort of an international dish, I am going to take some fennel fronds and I am going to garnish the top. You definitely can eat these as part of the salad, because the licorice goes, although it's not a traditional Japanese flavor, it goes really well with these flavors. Oh, there, we're going to have a few of them. And then I still don't think the color is exactly what I want. So I got some nasturtiums, which are edible, today at the farm stand. I am going to add 1 right in the center, and maybe a couple of little petals on the side to carry that red through near the shiso. I'm not a food stylist, so I don't expect Food and Wine to be calling me any day soon. But here we are. It's a umeboshi cucumber salad with delicate salt umeboshi from Ume Reserve. This salad is awesome, and it's going to be a beautiful dinner. Thank you for watching.